Hi folks, good day from Donegal, Ireland. It's Johnson here from Selling with Recipes, and today I want to discuss what is the best online platform to use for your culinary nutrition coaching business and why it should be WordPress, because I'm going to explain a couple of things about search engine optimization that we need to know with structured data with recipes, and I'm going to show you other features available in the recipe card to make sure that your customers have a very good user experience, and I'm going to show you how we can get leads for the business as well for our email marketing. So what I want to start off then is with the SEO, because I'm going to show you here when we go to the recipe, and when we go over to Google and we're going to search for banana bread, it doesn't matter what type of recipe, but you see here the way the recipes are showing up in the search results. For that to happen, we have to use a recipe plugin with WordPress called WP Recipe Maker, because when we publish a recipe, it automatically generates what's called the structured data. And the structured data is a special type of language that tells Google that it is a recipe. It's not plain text that we have published. Like, it's not just an article, which I'll show now. I'm going to show you the structured data testing tool, which is free. You'll be able to test this yourself and to see exactly what I mean. But the structured data tells Google all about the recipe and the technical details about the recipe, like the time here and the ratings as well. So that's why it's so important that we want ratings in the structured data, and we need a recipe card for that. Like, we can't actually do this with Klaviyo, or not Klaviyo, I mean Kajabi. A lot of nutritionists now are using, and they're giving clients recipes in PDFs and everything. If they're using WordPress, we can have a recipe box, like a membership site here, and we can sell memberships with the meal planner here, and we can even give a one-off meal plans, like one-to-one coaching, or to sell to groups. We could do corporate wellness. Okay, so what I want to do now, I'm going to show you an example of this. That I want to go to my recipes here on my testing site, and we're going to go here, and I'm going to copy the URL of that, and I'm going to go to the STRUC structured data testing tool there, schema markup validator, and we're going to put the URL in then and go run test. And it'll just take a second, and we can see that the recipe is coming up here. That's what we want, and we have no errors or warnings. Like, if there's information missing, it'll come up as a warning, and an error is what that means. So you can see here, it tells us all about the technical information about the recipe. You see, we have the yield here, and the prep time and the cook time is there. It's just formatted that way, but we can see it's 30 minutes there. And then we have the list of ingredients, and the ratings will be here. Oh, there's the ratings. So it tells us about the rating value and the amount. And that's what we need to get up in the rankings in Google there, okay? Because if you're not doing this and you're publishing recipes and you want to get found on Google, you're literally wasting your time. You know, you have to get this figured out. You can't do this with Squarespace or Wix. It's not easy. You can do it. Like, I'd be lying to you if I said that you can't do it. You can do it, but the problem is you'll have to get someone to manually code it all, and that's why we want WordPress and the plugins, because it's all done for you. You know, so you don't need to get into all that techie stuff. All you need to do is set up your WordPress website and start publishing. So to show you exactly what I mean, I have a nutritionist website here, and they're not using a recipe plugin, okay? So, they've actually taken the recipe from BBC Good Foods, but they've credited them, you know, there's nothing illegal about that, actually. But here we are, like, we want to run a new test. It's actually probably not the best example because it's not their own recipe, but it'll still prove the point, like, that, yeah, you see it's coming up here as a posting. And we've no listing information about the recipe. So just like imagine that it's a recipe that they publish themselves. It's one of their own, like it's one I want to get across. So you can see there, there's a mention of breadcrumb, but that's a technical website term. That's not related to an ingredient in the recipe. But you can see there now that that they don't have the structured data. If we, so that's there. Like, do you remember I was saying that we need the times and all to show up in Google? So that's the structured data. I want to talk about usability now, and then I'll just finish up quickly with the email marketing. I want to go back here, and you see when we're using the recipe card in the back of the website, we have in our settings, we just put in all this information into the template, into the dashboard, in the plugin, and it puts all this information automatically out for us. It'll even, we have the nutritional data here, and it will even work out when we put in the ingredients, all the data for the recipe, the plugin automatically generates the nutritional information for us. So we got that. Like, we can, from usability, we can check things off as we do it, okay? Big thing, we have adjustable servings here. So, like, you know, so you don't have to work that out yourself. We have the cook mode button as well. That stops, if you're cooking while you're on your phone in the kitchen, that stops your device from going into sleep mode. So the dark screen won't come up when that's turned on there. And we have, so, and we can print our recipe like that. Oh, I actually haven't got that connected. It's not right. But we can even, so people can rate the recipe there like that. So we need that for our SEO to get found on Google, to rank on Google. We can even, our clients can even add their own private notes. Nobody else can see that, just them. So that's absolutely so brilliant. Like, if they're making ingredient substitutions and things, and, you know, or maybe they can leave a note there if they're making a chili or a curry that the recipe is quite spicy, and they might want to leave a note for the next time they make it that maybe just to put in half the spice. And what's really, really good here is with the save recipe feature. So we got that there. So we have the save recipe feature here. So that's really cool. When they save a recipe and it goes to the recipe box then, and they can create collections here. So say they're planning a party, P-A-R-T-Y, like that. And we want to open that, and we can add items then. So we can actually search all the recipes. We can add from another collection. We can search by ingredient, and we can even add our own custom recipes. So they can use it as a digital cookbook for recording their own recipes as well. And they can even share those recipes with other people. So we're building like a community there, like, where we can get people sharing recipes, and we can add notes, sticky note reminders to the recipe collections as well. So not to mix that up, we can add private notes to each individual recipe, and we can add notes to collections then. And you see, the brilliant thing is, when we can show and hide the nutritional information of recipes with a click there. We have in the collections. Okay, so we can create like 5-day meal plan. And for memberships, you can actually give them like free recipes, and then here in the recipe box, use it for lead gen. That we have our courses available here. So give them the meal planner service for free and to get interest in your products, and then advertise your courses here. We have a free course. We're doing a clean eating 7-day challenge, really, really popular, especially coming up to vegan Ari in January. how do you pronounce that? Vegan. They do the vegan thing after Christmas and New Year's, and clean eating challenges in January. So that's very popular. So we have the free course here, and then we have our culinary 30-day home chef, become an expert home cook. And then we have our monthly membership, and you could even use that for corporate wellness like that. But I want to get back now. So they can add recipes. Oh yeah, in the here, so you can give them templates, templates to fill out, and you can give them ready-made recipe collections as well if you're into selling that. And you can change the structure here is what I want to do. So we want to go add another column. We would Monday, and then TUSDAY. So it's really easy to use, and we have BREAK breakfast, and then we want to put in lunch, lunch like that. So that's done, and you can see now we can move things around. We can adjust, say that should be dropping in there, something wrong. Yeah, it just like that. So we can move things around like that. So it's kind of like a Trello board that way. And here's the great thing. We select the shopping list there, and we have select all here. And so we can deselect recipes like that and select them again. And we set the portions here for less or more portions. And then we want to generate our shopping list with the click of a button there. So it knows all about the ingredients in the recipes. So that's there. And what we want to do now, we can either, after editing our shopping list, we can print it out and we can share it with other people, but they'll have to register for a free Recipe Box account to actually get access to it, but that's not a big deal. So we can generate a shopping list, and they can access the shopping list from their mobile device, which is absolutely brilliant. So like, I'm kind of against the printing myself. Like, for the environment, I want to keep paper usage to a minimum. So you can turn these things on and off. Like, if you don't have a lot of recipes, like, you might say, oh, I can't use this because I haven't a lot of recipes. They won't want the meal planner. So we can actually turn off the meal planner or shopping list function and have it just as a bookmarking service for recipes. Or even if you're selling cooking classes where you wouldn't have a lot of recipes, you can give them the recipes here to use along with the classes. We have a function there, so we have our courses there. And so that's really good, because we want to, if we sell a cookery class, like, if people really like the classes and they're coming back, then it's retention marketing. They're coming back then to get the recipes for that they did the class with you for. And we can then, in the recipe box, like I showed you there, we can show them more upcoming classes. So we're going to generate more repeat sales is what we want with the retention marketing, to boost our customer lifetime value is what that's all about. So we have this here, edit shopping list, so we can delete things, and we can swap ingredients as well. If we're on a special diet, say we're oil free, we could delete that and change it to something else. Like, so we might want vegetable broth, we might want chicken broth, like that. Like, it's so easy. And we can add another group here. So it's like a personal organizer. So it is, so we can put in stuff that's not food related at all. We can create a group here, garden, and then we can say, pick up garden sand, like that. So we can have all our shopping items all in the same place on the one list. So that's there now. So we want to go stop editing and regenerate the shopping list. It'll just take a second there now. So, and that's it, folks. Yeah. Let me see now that yeah, it was auto saved there. Actually, I didn't need to regenerate it. But that's it, folks. They can log in there. And the thing is, what I want to show you is, I was saying about offering this service for free. So in the back end of it here, we have, if I just go over to one of the other sites, I actually don't have the email marketing software in that site, but here I have another recipe site that I'm doing for sauces, and we actually have the CRM here. So this is the thing for our automated email marketing. When somebody, when a new user, new membership, someone, when they join the site, they get added as a contact now in our CRM, okay? So we have them there, and we have their information there, that their email address and everything. So they can go into automations there. So we want to get leads, folks, for our courses that we're selling there in the recipe box. Do you remember over here? So that's the thing. When people sign up, they become a member. And what we can do is, if we discover in questionnaires and things that the people are on a special diet, if they're vegan or something like that, we can actually, when they're signed in here, we can actually tailor the content to the segment, to their interests. So what I mean is, like, I'm on a plant-based diet myself. And the last thing I want when I log in, I don't want to be seeing a courses for how to barbecue beef steak and stuff. But for the other people that want to see that stuff, we can show it to them. So we can create segments there to get very data driven with our marketing. So I hope that explains everything, like the benefits of why we need WordPress, like, because we need for the SEO to get our recipes on the blog there found in Google. Like, people were saying that, what we can do as well, we can build custom templates as well to display recipes. So if you don't want your website to look like a food blog, that's a bit bare, like, so, but I just haven't finished this demo website. But you get the idea, like, this doesn't look like a food blog at all, and that's what we want to achieve. Like, that's possible as well. So, folks, thanks very much for watching the short presentation there about which platform is the best. If you're interested in a product like this, please get in touch with me there directly on the social network channels. Okay, bye for now.